Now, I don't know about anybody else, but I'm a little bit tired of the boss fights. There are a lot of them in this game. I'm surprised. Not that I am tired of them, per se, but I just need a little break. Oh look, there's a whole other thing down here. I shudder to think how high level I have to be. But what I'm gonna do now is I have new dialogue options up here with Swansea and Ashbury. So I'm gonna go do that, definitely. And I also have... Oh, that's not right. I also have side quests. Still from there. 3 of them, in fact. So I'm gonna see what I can do. I was a bit underleveled before, but I'm not anymore.
Make everything right, Mum. But it's not been that simple.
Oh, do I know you?
Glad to see you again, Mr. Reed.
I do know you. Oh, apparently I can kill her, but I like her. So I'm not going to.
Miss Paxton.
Alright, so I need to set a marker. Alright, you know what? That's fine. That away. Is that actually the best way? Probably not. My guess is heading through the West End is going to be quite dangerous for me. So I'm going to actually head down here. Ooh. What is up here?
Are you certain you're not lost, sir? You seem quite strange.
Oh. Hello. Doesn't seem to be anything else I could do down here anyway. So let's go down there and talk to this gentleman.
Something that'll strike your fancy. If not, I'll find you something.
Good evening. I'm Dr. Reed. Do you need any help?
Rest assured, I will help you, sir. Martin Nightingale, at your service. Please, take a look at my wares.
Your merchandise. I don't really see anything worth having. No offense.
None taken, sir. But please, I need to eat. Perhaps if you keep looking, you'd see something that takes your fancy.
Let me be frank. You're as much of a businessman as I am a werewolf, right?
Who the hell are you to question me? It's hard enough to stay clean when you don't have a place to sleep. I'm doing my best here.
I meant no offense, Mr. Nightingale. I was merely pointing out the fact that you're unlikely to survive long if you continue wandering this path.
And what should I do then, sir? Should I join the Wet Boot Boys like so many others? No thanks. I'd rather be a bad seller than a dead gang member.
What can you tell me about the neighborhood? Have you got any friends around these parts?
Not really. Miss Gillingham smiles and says kind words, but I know she's lost her marbles, especially since her son died.
I don't know who that is. I don't think.
Tell me about this crazy woman. Madness is often mistaken for other conditions.
The poor woman's mad, all right. Kind and all, but she has so much trouble remembering things. She's taken me for a son more than once.
How interesting. I don't suppose you know what happened to her son.
Jack. Rumour has it he tried to tackle some gang lads. I didn't know him well, but I heard he was a nice enough chap. His old ma still thinks he's around.
Why not try seeking help instead of peddling your wares? I'm sure there are people around here that would gladly help.
There's always the night asylum. I heard it's run by a very nice man, but I'm no beggar. Not yet, at least.
There is no shame in asking for help, my boy. Sometimes it can even be the best course of action.
I don't feel okay with that. I'm gonna make a name for myself, and I'll do it by myself.
Nice optimism.
Show me what you have to offer then, Mr. Nightingale.
Oh, it contains a folded letter. Oh, I got a new gun. That was probably from the boss fight, I didn't notice. I think I could actually use that. Sure. There you go, I gave you a couple shillings. Because I'm a good person. Or something like that, anyway. Yeah, I probably said this is where I didn't want to go. Must be a hideout up there. Yeah, level 19. I really don't want to deal with that. Oh, that...
I have this.
Oh well.
Thirst for blood.
Might as well take this place anyway. Yes, by all means, craft. I need so many of them. That should be enough to start. I know we'll need a few of these as well. I haven't found any sepsis, but I'll take one. Oh, look at that. Gonna make everybody healthy. I can upgrade this now. 104 damage. What did I do? I did more damage. So then on this one, I'm going to absorb blood. Still can't upgrade that. How about this? Nope, still not. Okay, no biggie. My hacksaw is the most important at this point. Yes, I would like to head back this way. So I'm coming across level 19 people on the street. I am not well equipped for that.
I can't protect the whole city. It's hard enough to cover the docks by myself.
Okay, you need more practice if you're stumbling. Just a little piece of advice. This is better than television. I think there's a skull over here, though. There is. Well, that's fine. Level 16. Let's see if I can... Thank you. Obliging skull. We're gonna go this way. Oh man. This thing does a lot of damage now. Beautiful thing. What is that diamond on my map up there? That is now gone. I did see something, I'm sure of it. Yeah, that diamond, what is that? It disappears. Watch, now it's not gonna go anywhere. Oh, I see. It turned into a head. And it's some kind of mission thing.
This city is more peaceful without the bombs, but no less dangerous.
I've never seen so many people dying at the same time.
Okay. You were one of the people I could talk to?
How are you this evening, Jonathan?
The scowl that escaped from the hospital is eluding me. He must be caught.
Scowls are a risk to the balance we maintain. It needs to be stopped.
Oh, wow.
You certainly hate scowls.
No, not hate. I pity them. Damaged and broken for eternity. Can you imagine, Jonathan? Can you imagine what they must be suffering?
I would not have labeled them all the same. I've met some that are quite clever, in fact. Much like people.
I am sorry. You should know scowl is derived from slave. Vampires have never looked kindly on their lesser progeny.
So, there's vampirism?
Do you think they can be trusted?
They are weaker than us in every sense. From their abilities to being able to control their hunger. There is a savagery in them.
Racist vampires. That's fun.
The head of the guard of Prewan stopped by to see Dr. Swansea.
You have nothing to fear. The guard would not risk openly challenging the Brotherhood. Even they are not that foolish.
Now that the hunters are aware of my presence, they could discover your whereabouts too.
Don't worry. I've evaded those jackals in the past, and I shall do so in the future. And besides, who would ever suspect the kind Samaritan Lady Ashbury?
She's also a lot stronger than you, so... Especially when I'm on the controls.
I noticed there was no love lost between the Brotherhood and the Guard.
They share the same fascination in our species, but they diverge from any commonality in thought. Talk to Dr. Swansea if you wish to know more.
I plan to.
When we were at the funeral, I had a feeling. I think I met my maker.
You do not have to tell me if you don't wish to.
Should I not?
In most circumstances, a vampire would not discuss his maker. There is a strong bond that exists between a maker and their progeny.
There is almost nothing to say. He appeared in a gush of blood, prattled off some riddles, and vanished without even telling me his name.
Be on guard, Jonathan. Whoever your maker is, he's obviously as powerful as he is elusive.
Goodbye for now, my lady.
Which means I'll probably have to fight him. And get my ass handed to me. All the usual things.
Jonathan, have you got any news about Sean Hampton?
I'm still investigating. In the meantime, I have some questions.
All right, just ask.
What is the antagonism between your Brotherhood of St. Paul's Stole and the Guard of Priwen?
It is an old and sad story, Jonathan. The story of a betrayal and of a definitive schism.
Who betrayed who?
I suppose each side would tell you the fault lies with the other. This I know for sure. A long time ago, members of the Brotherhood chose to hunt down vampires.
How many are you in the Brotherhood?
You mean today? Not many. A dozen, perhaps even less since the war. We are scholars, Jonathan. We favor quality to quantity.
Tell me, Edgar, have you ever heard about a vampire made of blood? I mean, without any physical form, but a shape of blood.
What are you talking about? Have you seen such a phenomenon yourself?
No. I was just daydreaming. Since blood seems to be the key of our existence, I imagined what could be the ultimate state of a vampire.
I see. Well, too bad you didn't see such a creature. It could have been a fascinating subject of observation.
Yeah, and that would have gotten you killed.
Tell me, Edgar, how did you meet Lady Ashbury?
I met her 9 years ago. I was working in Scotland at the time in a sanatorium the good lady visited from time to time. She subsequently offered me a position here, at the Pembroke Hospital.
Why offer you this position?
I'd already been experimenting with blood-borne diseases and transfusion methods. Without success, I'm afraid. How could I refuse such a fascinating creature? So, in 1911, I took charge of the Pembroke.
Pembroke Hospital. Why that name?
I'm not quite sure. I think it's meant to refer to the Earl of Pembroke. Perhaps it's someone she used to know?
Somebody that I used to know.
Tell me, Edgar, have you ever heard about a vampire made of blood? I mean, without any physical form, but a shape of blood.
What the hell was that? Yeah, I figured I collected everything in his office by now. Okay, fine.